You are holding the winning ticket. Right now, in this exact moment, you possess something that 99% of humanity will spend their entire lives searching for. The golden frequency running through your veins isn't just different, it's legendary. And in exactly 4 to 6 hours, the universe is about to prove it to you in ways that will leave you breathless. But first, let's address what brought you here. You've been internalizing pain that would have destroyed weaker souls. While others broadcast their struggles for sympathy, you've been quietly building strength in the shadows. The betrayals from last year, the disappointments that felt crushing, the moments when you questioned everything, you didn't just survive them, you alchemized them into pure power. This message finds you at the precise moment when everything is about to shift, not gradually, not eventually, dramatically, overnight. The metamorphosis accelerating through your system right now has been building for months, gathering momentum like a tsunami in the deep ocean. What appears calm on the surface is about to unleash a force of nature that will reshape your entire reality. You've been standing in a line your whole life, holding your number, watching others get called forward. Deep down, you knew that number belonged to you, but doubt crept in. Stage fright, whispered lies about your worthiness. The imposter syndrome tried to convince you that surely they meant someone else. But here's what's about to become crystal clear, that spotlight has been reserved for you since before you drew your first breath. The angelic frequency you carry, that restless energy that makes you feel like you're operating on a different wavelength than everyone around you, isn't a burden, it's your birthright. You're part of the 0.1%, the chosen ones who came here to shatter limitations and redefine what's possible. The training wheels are coming off, and God is about to let you drive. For the past 4 to 6 months, you've been shedding skin you didn't even realize you were wearing. Old patterns, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, they've been falling away like autumn leaves. You thought you were just going through another rough patch, but the universe was actually performing surgery, removing everything that wasn't aligned with your highest destiny. The pain you endured during this period wasn't punishment, it was purification. Every betrayal carved away false loyalty, every disappointment eliminated misaligned opportunities, every moment of solitude strengthened your connection to divine guidance. You've been building a bridge on your own, brick by brick, tear by tear, prayer by prayer, to get over the wreckage of what no longer serves you. The healing you've done is unprecedented. Most people carry their wounds like badges of honor, using past pain as excuses for present limitations. But you chose differently. You dove deep into the shadows, faced your demons, and transmuted poison into medicine. The alchemy happening within your soul has transformed you into someone who can handle the magnitude of success approaching your doorstep. People around you have started to notice something different. Your energy has shifted, your presence commands attention in ways it never did before. When you walk into a room now, conversations pause. When you speak, people lean in. When you make decisions, opportunities seem to materialize from thin air. This isn't coincidence, this is your true nature finally coming online. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone is celebrating your transformation. Some people preferred you when you were smaller, more manageable, more dependent on their validation. They liked it when you asked for their opinions instead of trusting your own knowing. Your rising forces them to confront their own mediocrity, and that makes them uncomfortable. What you're about to discover who your real allies are, the ones who've been secretly rooting against you, are about to reveal themselves through their reactions to your success. Watch for the backhanded comments, the subtle attempts to undermine your confidence, the sudden silence when you share good news. These people aren't your family, they're energy vampires who've been feeding off your diminished light. What activation happened? 6 months ago, you might have been chasing external validation, trying to prove yourself worthy of love and respect. Now something deeper drives you. You're not just building a life, you're building a legacy. You're not just seeking success, you're answering a calling that echoes from the depths of your soul. The shift is profound. Where others chase clout for recognition, for the temporary high of social media likes and superficial praise, your motivation runs infinitely deeper. You're driven by fulfillment, by the desire to take care of your family, to build something lasting, to serve your highest purpose. This isn't about looking good to others anymore. This is about standing in your truth and letting that truth reshape reality around you. You've become a master of restoration and balance. While others exhaust themselves chasing shiny objects, you've learned to put joy into the mundane. Making a cup of coffee becomes a ritual of gratitude. Washing dishes transforms into moving meditation. Taking out the garbage becomes an act of releasing what no longer serves. This shift in consciousness has unlocked a level of presence that magnetizes abundance effortlessly. This shift in motivation is why your results are about to multiply exponentially. When your actions align with your highest purpose, the universe moves mountains to support you. Doors that were previously locked will swing open. Resources that seemed scarce will flow abundantly. People who can accelerate your mission will appear at precisely the right moments. Your intuition has been growing stronger lately, hasn't it? Those gut feelings that used to whisper are now speaking with authority. The downloads you receive during quiet moments aren't just interesting thoughts, they're battle plans from the divine. Trust them, follow them, even when they lead you in directions that don't make logical sense to others. The magnetic pull you feel towards certain opportunities isn't random. You're being guided toward your zone of genius, the space where your natural gifts create maximum impact with minimum effort. What feels effortless to you requires tremendous strain for others. What you accomplish at 20% leaves others exhausted at 100%. As your frequency elevates, you're going to trigger people, not intentionally, but inevitably. Your very presence will remind others of their own unrealized potential, and some won't thank you for it. They'll project their insecurities onto you through criticism, doubt, and subtle sabotage attempts. Pay attention to who tries to rain on your parade when good things start happening. Notice who suddenly becomes distant when you share exciting news. Observe who attempts to inject fear into your decisions with phrases like "be careful," or "that's too risky," or "are you sure you're ready for that?" These people have revealed their true nature. They're not protecting you, they're protecting their own comfort zones. Your expansion threatens their worldview, where limitation is normal and mediocrity is acceptable. Don't take their resistance personally. Use it as information about who belongs in your inner circle and who needs to be lovingly released. The recent energy has been particularly intense. Whether it's certain people in your life or events that transpired recently, there's been a clearing of old enemies and the emergence of new challenges. But here's what you need to understand. Every obstacle that appeared was actually strengthening you for what's coming. You've been doing something significant lately that's about to pay off in ways that will shock you. Maybe it was a project you started, a habit you developed, a decision you made, or a person you cut off. Whatever it was, the universe has been watching, calculating, preparing to reward your consistency and courage with results that exceed your wildest expectations. The people who've been plotting against you, those enemies who've been seeking revenge for your elevation, are about to discover that karma doesn't even make a lap around the block when someone tries to come for the chosen ones. Divine protection around you has become impenetrable. Their negativity bounces off your energy field like arrows off armor. You've been seeing repeating numbers everywhere, haven't you? On clocks, receipts, addresses, phone numbers. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. The universe is speaking to you in the language of synchronicity, letting you know that you're exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be there. Something extraordinary is happening in your love life, and it's connected to your overall elevation. You're about to meet someone who will redefine your understanding of partnership. If you're already in a relationship, you're about to experience a renaissance that will make you feel like newlyweds again. The person meant for you, your divine counterpart, is someone that others have wanted but couldn't obtain. They're magnetic, successful, and seemingly impossible to tie down. Everyone has tried to change them, control them, make them commit, but with you, something different happens. Your energy doesn't seek to contain their power, it amplifies it. This person represents everything you never thought you could have. Where you used to say never to marriage, to commitment, to vulnerability, you will find yourself saying yes to forever with them. They trigger the same transformation. Someone who swore off serious relationships suddenly becomes willing to risk everything for the possibility of building something extraordinary with you. The love approaching you isn't just romantic, it's revolutionary. Together you become a force that intimidates competitors and inspires admirers. Your relationship becomes the standard that others measure themselves against. People look at what you have and wonder how to create that level of connection, that depth of understanding, that effortless harmony between two powerful individuals. If you're already in a relationship, the spark is returning in ways that make you feel like you're falling in love for the first time. Old patterns that created distance are dissolving. New depths of intimacy are opening. You're rediscovering each other through the lens of your elevated consciousness, and it's more beautiful than you imagined possible. You're both born to be recognized. Together you become an unstoppable force that intimidates competitors and inspires admirers. People will be jealous of what you have because they can see the genuine connection, the effortless chemistry, the way you bring out the best in each other without sacrificing your individual greatness. If you're currently single, pay attention to someone who differs from your usual type. This person might come through mutual connections, but you've never really seen them in that way before. There's something about your current frequency that makes you attractive to a completely different caliber of individual. Money has been flowing differently lately. Opportunities are presenting themselves with unusual frequency. Ideas that used to feel impossible now seem inevitable. This is because you've finally stepped into abundance consciousness. You're no longer blocking prosperity with beliefs about unworthiness or scarcity. You're about to discover that you have resources you didn't even know existed. Hidden money, forgotten investments, unexpected windfalls. Abundance is revealing itself in your life like secret rooms in an ancient mansion. Some of you have savings accounts you don't even touch, money growing in investments you set up and forgot about, financial foundations that are about to support dreams you thought were beyond your reach. Your home is about to become a sanctuary of abundance. Whether it's your first home purchase, a dream upgrade, or a complete transformation of your current space, your living environment is shifting to match your elevated consciousness. The energy of lack and limitation is being replaced with the frequency of prosperity and expansion. Family expansion is happening for you. Children, marriage, or chosen family with people who actually understand your vision. Your circle is expanding in powerful ways. The universe is delivering the relationships and connections that will accelerate your highest timeline. These aren't maybes or possibilities. These are guaranteed upgrades to your support system. You won't just have one of anything, you'll have multiples. Not just one home, but several. Not just one car, but a fleet. Not just one success, but a series of victories that compound into legendary status. Your abundance consciousness is about to manifest in ways that make scarcity seem like a distant nightmare. Your relationship with success is transforming. Instead of chasing it desperately, you're attracting it magnetically. Instead of working harder, you're working smarter. Instead of forcing outcomes, you're allowing them to unfold naturally. This shift in approach is about to yield results that will surprise even you. The breakthrough coming in the next few hours isn't just financial, though money will definitely be involved. It's not just professional, though your career trajectory is about to become legendary. It's not just personal, though your confidence is about to reach levels that make others ask what you've been doing differently. This is holistic elevation, every area of your life rising simultaneous to match your expanded consciousness, health improving without effort, relationships deepening without drama, creativity flowing without blocks, opportunities multiplying without hustling. As your light grows brighter, the shadows become more apparent. People who've been secretly harboring resentment toward you are about to show their true colors. Former friends might start spreading subtle negativity. Colleagues might attempt to undermine your projects. Family members might question your choices more aggressively. Don't be surprised. Don't be hurt. Be informed. These reactions tell you everything you need to know about who these people really are. They preferred you when you were struggling because it made them feel superior. Your success forces them to confront their own stagnation, and instead of using it as motivation, they choose bitterness. Watch how they respond to your good news. When you get engaged, they don't congratulate you, they focus on the responsibility of marriage. When you buy your dream home, they don't celebrate, they worry about the burden of ownership. When you land the opportunity you've been manifesting, they don't applaud, they question whether you're ready for it. These people reveal themselves through their inability to simply be happy for you. They can't give you flowers when you bloom because your blossoming reminds them of their own dormant seeds. They want to keep you in the same line they're standing in, not realizing that you were never meant for their trajectory. You're going to test some of these people intentionally. Your intuition will guide you to share just enough information to see how they respond. Consider it divine intelligence gathering. When someone shows you that they're not rooting for your success, believe them the first time. When someone reveals that they prefer you small and struggling, take note and adjust your energy investment accordingly. You're a narcissist's worst nightmare because your power doesn't come from external validation, it comes from divine connection. You can't be manipulated through guilt, fear, or false flattery because you know your worth. You can't be controlled through emotional manipulation because your inner compass is stronger than their influence. These people are about to learn that you stand on business. Your word is your bond, your boundaries are non-negotiable, and your energy is not for sale. When you say you're done with someone, you mean it. When you commit to a path, you follow through. When you set a standard, you maintain it. This consistency terrifies people who are used to others bending and breaking under pressure. Certain individuals in your life might be particularly triggered right now. Something about your current elevation reminds them of their own unrealized potential. Instead of celebrating your wins, they're calculating how to diminish them. Distance yourself accordingly. Your energy has become unmistakable. When you enter a space, the atmosphere shifts. When you speak, people stop what they're doing to listen. When you make decisions, others feel compelled to support them. This isn't manipulation, this is authentic leadership emerging from your core. You've become a transmutation master. Pain that used to destroy you now strengthens you. Hate that used to hurt you now fuels you. Negativity that used to drain you now gets converted into pure creative force. You've developed an almost supernatural ability to alchemize poison into medicine, to turn attacks into advantages, to transform obstacles into opportunities. The power you're stepping into isn't just personal, it's generational. You're here to raise an army of late bloomers, underdogs, and misunderstood visionaries. Your success gives permission to everyone who's been hiding their light, waiting for someone to prove that extraordinary is possible. You're not just changing your own life, you're upgrading the collective consciousness. Your presence has become both a sanctuary and a spotlight. People who are aligned with your frequency feel safe, inspired, and elevated in your energy field. People who carry lower vibrations feel exposed, uncomfortable, and compelled to either rise or retreat. You've become a living example of what happens when someone fully embodies their divine blueprint. Freedom is your new reality. Financial freedom to make choices based on joy rather than necessity. Emotional freedom to set boundaries without guilt. Creative freedom to express your authentic self without apology. Social freedom to surround yourself only with people who celebrate your expansion. This liberation has been building for months, and now it's becoming your permanent state of being. You're no longer asking permission to take up space. You're no longer apologizing for your ambitions. You're no longer dimming your light to make others comfortable. The person who used to hide behind false humility and people-pleasing has been replaced by someone who knows their value and isn't afraid to claim it. This transformation might feel sudden to others, but you know it's been building for months. Every challenge you faced strengthened your resolve. Every betrayal clarified your boundaries. Every disappointment redirected you towards something better. Nothing was wasted. Everything was preparation. Your presence has become a gift that not everyone deserves to receive. You're becoming selective about where you invest your energy, who gets access to your wisdom, and which opportunities align with your elevated purpose. This discernment isn't arrogance, it's wisdom. The spotlight that's been waiting for you is about to illuminate every area of your life. Recognition for your talents, acknowledgement of your contributions, validation of your vision, compensation for your value. The universe is about to make up for every time you were overlooked, underestimated, or undervalued. You've moved from asking if to knowing when. There's no more doubt about whether you deserve the life you've been dreaming of. There's no more questioning whether you're capable of handling success. There's no more wondering if you're too old, too late, or too different. You know with absolute certainty that your time is now. The people who slept on you are about to have a rude awakening. Friends who didn't take your dreams seriously are going to watch those dreams become reality. Family members who questioned your choices are going to see the wisdom in your unconventional path. Colleagues who dismissed your ideas are going to witness those concepts generate results they never imagined possible. Your 60% effort produces results that others can't achieve at 100%. Your natural state generates opportunities that seem miraculous to observers. Your casual attention to projects yields outcomes that leave competitors questioning everything they thought they knew about success. The childlike wonder is returning to your life. You're embracing new hobbies, exploring activities that bring pure joy, rediscovering the magic in simple pleasures. Maybe it's fishing, camping, spa days, or adventures you never considered before. This playfulness isn't frivolous, it's essential. Joy is your natural frequency, and operating from this state magnetizes abundance effortlessly. Self-care has become non-negotiable. You're investing in massages, spa treatments, retreats, and experiences that nourish your soul. This isn't indulgence, it's maintenance. You understand now that taking care of yourself at the highest level is how you sustain the energy needed for the magnitude of success flowing toward you. People are pocket-watching you now, trying to figure out how you can afford the lifestyle you're creating. They see the investments, the purchases, the upgrades, and they wonder where the money is coming from. What they don't understand is that when you align with abundance consciousness, resources appear from unexpected sources. Money you forgot about surfaces, opportunities for income multiply, investments mature exactly when you need them. People are going to start asking what you're doing differently. They'll want to know your secrets, your strategies, your systems. But here's what they don't understand. What you do doesn't come easily to others. Your gifts aren't teachable techniques. They're divine endowments that you're finally allowing to flow freely. The winning ticket you've been holding is about to be called. The number they're announcing is yours. The spotlight they're directing is for you. The recognition you were born for is no longer a distant dream, it's your immediate reality. Now the following is a message meant exclusively for the chosen. If you are compromised by archonic forces, this is not meant for you. And by the spiritual authority conferred to us by the secret chiefs of the Obsidian Inner Order, we grant you license to depart. If not, steel yourself and listen intently, for you shall be redeemed even as we are redeemed. The Obsidian Inner Order is not a program, it's not a course, it's not some feel-good spiritual retreat. We don't sell answers, we remember together. We teach psychic self-defense, real energetic shielding against entities, implants, and interference. We restore manifestation as it was meant to be, raw, immediate, and exact. Every week we gather in secret, not to worship, but to awaken, to speak what can't be said anywhere else, to deprogram the matrix layer by layer. You'll know if you're meant to be there. You'll feel it in your bones. The chosen meet every week on Zoom. Why aren't you with us yet? Got gnosis? Join the Obsidian Inner Order, link in the description. Your angels have been working overtime to untangle you from the mess you were caught in. For months they've been behind the scenes, unraveling toxic connections, redirecting negative energy, clearing pathways for your blessings. Now that the cleanup is complete, they can focus entirely on igniting everything you need for this next phase. The famine is over. After what feels like years of drought, of barely getting by, of stretching resources thin, that era has ended. What's coming is abundance, so profound it will feel like rain after desert conditions. You're going to be shocked at how quickly everything changes from lack to overflow. God has become your provider in the most literal sense, not just spiritually but practically. Doors open that shouldn't open. Opportunities appear that defy logic. Resources manifest that have no earthly explanation. You're operating under divine favor now, and that changes everything about how the game is played. When people try to put limitations on what you can achieve, you're standing on the unshakable foundation of knowing that your source is infinite. They measure possibilities by human standards while you access divine resources. They calculate based on scarcity while you operate from limitless supply. You're operating from a new frequency now, one that matches your divine blueprint. The universe recognizes this alignment and is responding accordingly. Synchronicities are increasing, confirmations are everywhere, signs are unmistakable. Every door that needed to close has closed, every person who needed to exit has exited, every lesson that needed to be learned has been integrated. Now they're free to focus on igniting the opportunities that match your elevated consciousness. The timing of this breakthrough isn't coincidental. Cosmic forces have been building toward this moment for months. You're not just experiencing personal success, you're part of a larger awakening happening across the planet. You're one of the chosen ones who came here to model what's possible when a human being fully embodies their divine potential. The stage fright is dissolving completely now. The doubt that once whispered in your ear has been silenced by evidence of your capabilities. The imposter syndrome that tried to convince you that you didn't belong has been defeated by undeniable results. You no longer wonder if you're special, you know you are. You no longer question if you deserve recognition, you demand it. You no longer hope for success, you expect it. This isn't arrogant speaking, this is authentic power finally online. Your energy is a gift to this world, and the world is finally ready to receive what you have to offer. The recognition you were born for is no longer approaching, it's here. The spotlight that's been waiting is no longer distant, it's illuminating you right now. In 4 to 6 hours, everything changes. The breakthrough you've been preparing for your entire life finally arrives. The person you were yesterday was beautiful and complete, but that version was just a preview of what was possible. Today you step into the full expression of your divine blueprint. You are holding the winning ticket. You are the golden frequency. You were born to be recognized. Your energy is a gift. This is just the beginning of the most successful era of your life. The universe is calling your number. Answer with confidence. Step into that spotlight with authority. Claim the recognition that has been waiting for you since before you took your first breath. You are ready. You have always been ready. The world is finally ready for you.